G'day everybody, my name is Peter Levitt and I work for Western Sydney University, the college, and this is our final video in the series of fractions, addition and subtraction. What we have got now in this one is an alternate method to do adding and subtracting fractions. Some people prefer this method because they don't have to think too much. Alright, so we're going to do some of the same questions we did in video 6, just by another method. So the method in all these questions amounts to this. Adding these two fractions, to get the numerator, we multiply diagonally across like this, the numerator there and the denominator there, numerator there, denominator there, multiply diagonally like that, and to get the denominator, we multiply the two denominators together. And that gives us this. So 5 times 18 there, and 7 times 12, and the denominator 12 times 18. Alright, so now some of these tend to be bigger numbers, so what we can do is you can, if you want to check the calculations, you might need to write it down. So, okay, and do the calculation. So press pause at any time you want to check. Righto, so now we've got 5 18s is 90, 7 12s 84, and 12 times 18 is 216. Normally you probably wouldn't do that in your head, so you maybe need to write it down since you're not using calculators for this. So now 90 plus 84 is 174 over 216, and at this point, often this happens in this method. The last step you can cancel. So, and if we check it out, we can divide 6 into both the top and the bottom. And when we divide by 6, we get 29 over 36. Right. Example number 2. The new thing in this, what about if you've got a mixed number for both fractions to start with? So for this one, I'm recommending that you actually take the whole numbers out and add them separately. Some people, however, like to, at this point, make both of these fractions into an improper fraction and add them like that. So they wouldn't have this here, they just have two fractions. Add them by this method. You can do that if you want to, but I'm still recommending this. It makes it simpler. Alright, so now we've got 6 plus 4 is 10. And the same method as there we use here, diagonally across to get the numerator. So 7 6s and 5 9s, and the denominator 9 6s. And you work those out, and that gives you, right, so you've got the 10 still there, and 7 6s 42, 5 9s 45, and 9 6s 54. Now, so that gives us then, when we add the 42 and the 45, gives us 87 over 54, which itself is an improper fraction. So now we make that back to a mixed number. So that'll give us 54 into 87 goes once, and 33 left over. And you can actually cancel that down, that 33 over 54. So that gives us, when we cancel by 3, 1 and 11 over 18, and so we add the 10 and the 1 makes 11, and we've still got the 11 over 18. So there's our answer. Now what about if we do subtract? So the same method we just used in this example, I recommend you pull out the whole numbers and do them separately. So that'll give us 6 take away 2, and 5 over 6 take away 3 over 10. So the fraction part of it, work it out exactly as we did in the others. So diagonally multiply across to get the numerator. So 5 times 10 and 3 times 6 gives us this, and the denominator 6 times 10. So now this will give us 5 tens are 50. Take away 3 times 6 is 18 over 60. And 5 take away 18 is 32. And with both the 32 and the 60, 4 will divide, so we can divide top and bottom by 4. And remembering that dividing top and bottom by the same number doesn't change the value of it. So that'll give us 8 over 15. 4 and 8 over 15 is the final answer. Let's have a look at another question. This one here is a bit different to the other one in that the difference is that the fraction that we're taking away is larger than the fraction there. So when we get that situation, we're going to end up with a negative when we do the subtracting part of the fraction. So what I recommend you do when this happens is make them both into improper fractions. So let's have a look and see how to do that. So if you want more on that, look at the video on that topic. Alright, so making this improper fraction, so 4 times 11 plus the 1 on the top over 11, and this one 1 times 4 plus the 3. So that'll give us, when we do that, was 45 over 11 and 7 over 4. So now working that out, 45 times 4 minus 7 times 11 gives us 45 times 4 is 180, and 7 times 11 is 77, and the denominator is 11 times 4, which is 44. So that'll give us 180 take away 77 is 103 over 44, and then make that back to a mixed number. So we're dividing 103 by 44. So that'll give us, it goes twice, 44 and 103 goes twice, and 15 left. And there's our answer. Right, so now here's some for you to try. And so now's the time to press the pause button so you can try those. And when you've tried them, here's the answers. Okay. All the best. Thank you. Bye.